Marto Gaude, all competing here this
Okay.
weekend. And when we talk about these trainers, the one consistent theme is actually consistency. All of these trainers have had success realistically for seasons over and over and over. In fact, Marto Gaude has won.
Stupid top chat. Frick you, we don't care. Okay. Fuck this Chromebook. Fuck it for being so fucking laggy.
That's awesome to see a player have that much consistency within
Okay.
the game. But there's so much
Perfect.
very,
We're streaming.
varying places,
Have the
varying
overlay on.
patches, right, with the new updates and everything. We'll see how he is able to keep that
Okay,
success
perfect.
up with Pokemon Go. A lot of fun. New times.
This
Pokemon Go
is the
season,
TCG
and
International.
I'm
Not the
certainly
T
excited
shit.
for that. Personally, for
This
myself, selfishly talking about the video
Is the
game
VG Day 1
championship, very
Pokemon
excited as this
competitive
capstone to our
yada
season.
yada
We've
yada
had a
international.
bunch of different regional champions.
I am
Yep,
doing
a
one
back-to-back
final
Summer
stream
Regional
before
and
I go
IC
off
winners.
for
These
the
are our
summer.
players to
And this
watch
is
some of the
just
best
gonna
trainers
basically
in
be me
North
watching.
America and all over the
Okay, so it
world.
looks
For
like
one,
the players to
the
watch are
only
Wolfie,
himself, for regional
Marco,
champions this season. So already
and
has
I
the
don't know how to
invite,
pronounce
has
that
the
name.
invite of the European International
I've seen
Championship that he
Wolfie.
won just a few
I've
months
seen a
ago.
little bit
Trying
of
to
the
get
guy.
3
This guy
invites
I
this
haven't
season.
seen yet, but he's
Speaking of 3,
Japan.
Marco Silva, the only trainer in VG history.
So
to
I've
win
heard a
3
lot about Wolfie,
international
obviously.
championships at this point.
Also,
And
if you didn't
Naoto
watch
Mizuguchi,
Strike.
actually one of my favorite players to watch out of Japan. The
So
2019 world champion, actually
it's
in
perfect.
this weekend.
This is New Orleans,
For anyone,
by the way.
out of the main North America, EUSD, LATAM, and Oceania
So,
regions, Japanese players,
a lot of
they
people are ready to
players,
watch it.
they
They're
have
already
to
at
be
the
top
area where you
4
watch it
or
directly.
higher to
Although I am going to be
qualify,
watching
get that
it
automatic
on.
invitation to the World Championship. So for Naoto, it's essentially either boom or bust, which is exciting.
So
for
the
us.
opening ceremony starts
So,
soon in
obviously,
13
gonna be a
minutes.
great
This is the
weekend,
2025 New
thousands of
Orleans
trainers here
competitive
in the
year.
building in NAIC. And that's
I've been getting into a lot of competitive Pokemon kind of recently.
One more play. You can't really have a player to watch.
Although I haven't been able to play, I have been watching a lot.
Pokemon Unite and good teammates at that, Evan.
Really
Yeah,
good
I'm actually gonna talk about
recommendation.
15 individual players. We're gonna have to extend this time.
It's,
It's gonna be delayed. I think that's
ooh.
okay. I think we're allowed to do that. But no, I'm just kidding. 3 teams to watch.
Okay, so
Everybody's
you got
familiar. Our format's a
teams
little
to
bit
watch
different. We have a big
Daybreak,
system,
DreamHack
and this is one of
Esports,
our
and
few only
Luminosity.
brackets, completely open to any team in the world.
I don't think I've ever heard of any of these
Look
guys
at our
yet.
final Worlds qualifier from the West here. Of course,
A
Luminosity.
lot of these
is the team
people
that
I
we have to
haven't
talk
seen.
about. I know it's kind of a similar story to what we saw in some of the other games, but Luminosity, there are 2-time world champions, and there's only been 3 worlds for Pokemon
I
Unite.
think that's the
They
North
are
America
also now our
VR.
2-time
Actually, what is
IC
VR?
champions this season. It's the first time that we've been able to be at LAIC. They won that. They won EUIC, but they have a very interesting stat. For being one of the best teams in the world, they have won every single in-person event outside of the US, and they have lost every single offline
Okay, so
event
that is
inside
Brazil.
the US.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Middle guy,
a
oh,
weird
well,
stat
he
for
was
a
Brazil.
US team, and they are here now to try and break
That
that
middle guy
curse
was
and keep
Brazil.
every
You
single
see,
Hey, that just
Let's
shows
see.
that
Bro!
Luminosity's level of dominance,
don't-
that if they're able to win so consistently, whenever they don't win, it's essentially a news story.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
I mean, and again, they've been so dominant. They're the only 2-time world champions. They've got a slightly new roster this time around.
Okay,
so it's gonna
that's
be
Orange
interesting to
County,
see how they're
California,
playing
I
with
guess.
that. We've also got some other teams that we got to see right there. I believe it was Daybreak and DreamHack that we got to see. Some teams from out of region that were qualifying for Worlds, or some of them qualified for Worlds last year, and they didn't manage to this year, just barely. So a lot of out of region teams are trying to get their final chance. And we haven't seen them play against the Western teams as much, or so I should say the North American teams as much. It's going to be a very, very interesting day.
Now, with obviously all of our games having different Pokemon, different strategies, different mechanics available, I think we're going to go down the line real quick on what's that
Okay, though.
one thing that the people watching at home
I don't even know if
should
I'm
be
streaming right
focusing
now.
on for your games? Kyle, is it going to be a bunch of monkey business with Monkey Dory? Is that the thing that you
We
really
open
focus
YouTube.
on this weekend?
We will certainly see
I'm
a
on the
lot of
Reddit
Monkey
account.
Dory in the
Yeah.
TCG this
I just
weekend
don't
for
think
sure.
anybody's
Yeah,
seen me
there's a
stream in a
championship
while,
on the
so they're not
TCG. It's
obviously.
Scarlet and Violet Destined Rivals. Team Rocket
People will pop in
returns
a
to the
bit, but it's
TCG.
also-
Got our first Team
today
Rocket
is also
themed
a
expansion in
Friday.
about 20 years, so very
So
exciting,
people
and
still
everybody's going to
could
be looking
guess.
towards. Will there be any new decks, new strategies that are going to take this event by storm, or are we going to see more of the same with
Sick of
Gardevoir
fucking
EX,
League.
Dragapult EX, and a lot of those decks that have been doing well?
Man, got Creator Fest.
What's a Pokemon we should see on the Pokemon Go on-the-go stage.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. We're
What
here
is that?
in the bayou. It's
Judy.
hot, it's humid, it's sweaty.
Judy.
We're all feeling
Just
it.
the what?
And you know, the bugs are out. They're going to be out this weekend. We actually had a buff to bug
Okay.
type Pokemon
Better,
here
better,
for this
better.
delightful day's meta. We're going to see the likes of Fortress and Scizor as well
Okay, yeah, it's
dominating
right
the stage.
here.
So can't wait to see some of these newly buffed bug types. Bugs are back, baby. What can
Wait,
I
really?
say?
Bug types? Ooh.
Might need some bug spray here in,
Bug
in
spray!
New Orleans, outside the venue, and in for the video game. Personally, I'm excited for anyone watching. It is Miraidon's world, and we are just living in it. One of the strongest
Miraidon?
Pokemon available
Miraidon.
in the format that
Miraidon did get a lot more
Electric
praise than
typing is
Koraidon
just
for just
absolutely
being, well,
terrifying to deal with
cooler, but
offensively. You put a choice specs on, you're doing
Makes
even more
sense.
damage. Electric terrain increases that damage as well.
But it's
The
also
Hadron
better
engine
because we
ability.
just
So,
said electric
I don't
terrain.
know, in our 8 rounds
It
of Swiss today,
boosts its,
I'd expect to at
attack
least see
stuff
at minimum 4 Miraidon going into today. It's certainly the strongest Pokemon in
So,
the field in most of the trainers'
people have been
eyes.
asking
That's always a
me
good
what my-
time. You
like,
never know if
I
everyone's
don't
ready
know.
to
People have been
bring
asking me
Miraidon.
what my
You
favorite
have a
Pokemon was
counter
recently.
when the
I never
event
really
team
had a
gets
full
prepared
descriptive
for
answer
it.
because I
Real
have
quick on your
plenty
Pokemon
like
watch.
I like
We
Mega
have such a wide
Rayquaza,
meta right now.
Mega
Honestly, they asked
Rayquaza,
me for my predictions, and I was
Lunala,
like, I have no
Solgaleo,
idea. Which is a great thing for the game, right? There's so many
Galio.
viable Pokemon right now. Everything is like being used by so many different teams. Our newest Pokemon
also,
are Suicune
like-
and Alolan Raichu. So those are both releasing. They both released
I
within the past 2 months.
also-
They're extremely
I
strong.
like a lot of
Freddy released like
legendaries,
2
but
days ago, not
non-legendaries. I
legal
like
for the
all, like,
tournament. Unfortunately, I'm very excited for that Pokemon.
No, it is
But,
classic
well,
class,
just
the
we
legendary.
are in for surprises, without a doubt. And if you
Arceus.
want to see some wild Pokemon, I think Unite's going to be a good game.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Very excited for Unite. Now we have, as we're getting ready for our
No!
opening ceremonies to begin, there's
8
going to be
minutes.
important things that you're going to want to stay locked in all weekend on our
Of course you
streams.
say locked
You
in.
can get rewards. You can have our drops
Celebrate-
here in Pokemon TCG Live. Use the redeem code NAIC25 Destined Rivals to get those.
Well, I don't have
cards
the-
there.
I don't
Fellas,
have
you're
the
talking about
app.
The latest Team Rocket.
Sadly,
Yeah, it's Team
Although I
Rocket.
would
You see the
redeem-
Team Rockets Giovanni. There's lots of Team Rockets Pokemon in the TCG,
I
but it's
don't
not just
have
Team
the-
Rocket. There's
this
lots
is
of
the
different
VG.
trainers
Shouldn't I be
Pokemon
pulling that up
which
on
were
the
just introduced
TCG?
or reintroduced to the TCG.
This is the
that Journey
VG,
Together
not the
expansions. You see
TCGs
trainers like
are
Ethan,
different things.
Cynthia, Marnie. Lots of strong trainers have strong Pokemon.
Oh!
And we'll probably see a lot of those.
Twitch!
This
This
weekend.
is
For TCG, but yeah, so
YouTube!
watch out for Twitch drops. We have some kind
This
of
is
play
YouTube, my guy.
accessories you can
Get-
for
get it
TCG
right.
Live. It gets, Ogerpon has kind of been the mascot for the international championship
This
circuit
is
this
YouTube,
season.
my
So you
guy.
get the
Get it,
cornerstone
get it
mask
right.
Ogerpon
Get,
accessories
get
here.
out.
Yeah, just
Get
link up
out.
your account,
Get it right.
some Twitch drops.
Ogrepon Cornerstone, my beloved, my favorite version of the 4 masks there.
Also
Yeah,
good in TCG.
Ah!
a bit.
absolutely, yes. So, if you're watching the TCG stream for the drops, you should also head on over to Pokemon Go's stream as well, Jim, to get some
Celebrate
very
24.
important, very helpful
What?
drops on the Go.
Pokemon Go!
Absolutely. Earlier this year at EUIC, we saw an incredible championship between ZZ and our featured trainer, Patumon, who will be here at NAIC as well. But you actually have an opportunity, if you follow along with the stream, watch for 30 minutes, you can get the iconic Mandibuzz, one of the most dominant Pokemon through so many metas, as well as an elite charge TM as well. One of the
Really?
more rare items in the game. I know Joe's been trying to source some of those as well here in the great TM crisis of 2025. But yeah, make sure that you guys link your accounts, follow along. As you watch, you will get those codes that you can use to get some of those exclusive items here as you watch the North American International Championships.
Shout out to our commentary.
Alrighty,
friend
so there
Butters,
will
who
be
actually
codes I will have
traded
to
me a
get.
shiny Mandibuzz.
Ooh.
So,
Pretty,
I
pretty cool.
have
I don't know how great it is about it,
actually
but I know
have
this
a
Pokemon's
notebook.
pretty good
Here's one.
at VGC. Everyone's excited.
Here's one.
Wolf Glix Incineroar has finally realized Wolf's best friend.
Hold on,
used
take a
the
screenshot, take a
code
screenshot.
NAIC25 Cone Parish. Wolfie Cone Parish is real here in New Orleans. For those who don't know
Hey, got
the
a
story
screenshot.
and the significance of it, Wolf, our strongest, most
Hello,
veteran
Oliver.
player
Thank you for dropping
in
in.
the game. Typically, you do not
I have
see
come back with
first
one
per-
final
first
stream
partner
before I
Pokemon,
go
as
for
the distribution
Kentucky.
Pokemon, but because the friendship between
So, I
Wolf
mean,
and
before I go
Incineroar
to my
is so strong, Pokemon just had to do it there.
Noted
I've come
number
back
one
to watch the
Incineroar fan.
competitive
Yes,
stream
exactly.
of Pokemon.
And on
The-
Pokemon Unite Unites, and I always have that stream up in the corner for the rewards.
Decided it'd
Yeah,
be
I
nice
do
to
believe
come
for
back and
Unite
watch.
we have
Yeah.
as well. I believe
No.
we have a
You know what I
I could be wrong on that one, but Unite, you're going to want to watch along for that as well. We've had some different drops. There we go. Oh, that's actually really cool. I have not seen this before. I'm going to be 100% honest. I mean, of course, I know everything about the podcast. But we get a gold sticker for gift code NAIC 2025. And I love that they've been putting some event items in the game for Worlds. We've had some of our player jerseys as avatar customization, which is great. But also, of course, for drops, you can get that Mew emblem. So I actually
So I'm just writing stuff down.
That's pretty good.
They're
for
doing
me
a lot of
for a
prizes
day.
right now.
But be sure to definitely at least get the sticker. That's very, very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I've gotten
those
a
platinum
screenshot
emblems, they stack
and
up to
a-
watch
and
not
thing.
just NAIC, all the other live streams of Pokemon Unite that happen throughout the year. You can start getting some pretty good stats for your Pokemon you're using.
A lot of this stuff I believe is going to start
they're
with
not
the
super common to get.
North American
It's, pretty
International
tough.
War
People
and
have been
NAIC.
playing for quite a while, so definitely
For a
good
lot of
job,
it, I'm
and,
just put-
I mean, hey, you just get a chance to see what all these teams are playing.
Ah,
It's always a mystery to us what they're going to innovate with. So that's kind of a drop within itself, right? Of information. That's how it works.
Now, I am actually curious to know, as we know how strong Incineroar can be in the
Okay.
Pokemon video game. I'm wondering
They put
Incineroar's viability within your games, Kyle. I know Incineroar EX exists as a card, but I don't know if we're seeing it on stream this weekend.
I would say probably not. If we're
That's
being
for the
honest.
next
Yeah,
quota
Incineroar
can
EX
redeem.
exists. I have seen it used before.
3
Pretty
minutes.
unlikely.
3 minutes.
And,
200
what about
likes.
you, Jim? You had a
Equals
community
1
day
to-
for Incineroar. How's he doing?
We did have a community day. I think prior to the community day, it was the spiciest of spice picks. I've seen a little bit more activity, maybe
This
on
one.
some Twitch streams and things like that. As far as the play
Pokemon's
Pokemon
after
circuit,
you
yeah,
guys.
we really
Get
don't see
out.
any Incineroar whatsoever. It does run the Darkest Lariat moveset, which I think is pretty great to have a signature move featured in Go. But yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been at the Darkest Incinerate since what do you call it?
I'd be even
It's
more
National
shocked
Go
if we
Day.
saw an
I actually
Incineroar
have
Pokemon
it.
Unite, Evan.
I actually
We
have
do
a
not
shiny.
yet have Incineroar, so for anybody out there, you know, if you want to take a break from the Incineroar, Wolf, if you're out there and you want to try Pokemon Unite, you are welcome
Crazy.
to join us. But we do not have that quite yet. We've got a lot of other
Wolf
very,
is
very
like,
cool partner
nah,
Pokemon
that's just
evolutions,
crazy.
but-
Okay.
And Incineroar.
3 minutes.
Oh,
You
Well, 2
can't
minutes,
even
45
escape
seconds.
him on the pre-show. Exactly. That might be the best promotion. No Incineroar in Unite.
There's a
Man, we
lot
got
of good
just a couple
commentary
minutes
right
before
here.
we head over to the stage for our opening ceremony. Just want to get your guys' last thoughts. We're here in New Orleans. We're ending the season with the bang, getting ready.
Oh.
NAIC is always in a nice spot because it's a capstone to the regular season, but then it's really a preview of what we are expecting to see at Worlds.
Definitely, yeah. I would say one thing I'm keeping my eye on is
not
the
really.
2 ICs we've had so far. There's a small testing group from Australia who have gotten second place at LAIC and EUIC. That's Brent Tonneson,
This
Natalie
one
Miller.
does.
Will NAIC be their chance to break through and finally win one of these? Will that
What the
group
hell?
go the distance this time?
Jim, what are we thinking?
Well, I'm just really excited because of the direct qualifiers that we
I
have for
think
top
this will
4.
be
There's some
best.
trainers that maybe haven't had an opportunity to
I
participate
could just put
in
this in the
regional tournaments
corner,
and fly across the pond for other
pick that.
other ICs. This could be their breakout moment here to
Maximize
directly
that.
qualify for Worlds and really put their name on
Well,
the map
it don't.
for 2025.
Evan?
We've got a chance for a first-time ever Worlds qualifier. We've got the great
Okay,
storyline
1 minute,
for
30 seconds
Luminosity
left.
Gaming. We have a bunch of different teams. We've got teams from Australia and LATAM and the Brazil region, specifically
almost
LATAM
there.
as well. So just so many different questions and so many great storylines, and we've barely even started for Pokemon Unite. I'm very, very excited.
It's probably
Yeah, and
laggy
then
for
the
y'all.
Pokemon video game, we're obviously excited.
It doesn't
It's the
stream
last event
obviously
before
that
Worlds.
well.
That bubble, that top 75 Auto Worlds invitation in the North American region, it's been as stressful as you can get all season. People are tracking, oh, I gained 4 points here, I gained 10 points here. We had players that were in 40th place before Portland, right? They went to like 68 afterwards from one event. So
Make it sweat.
yeah, the entire world's landscape can absolutely change on the drop of a dime here. But Kyle, Evan, Jim, thank you all so much for joining us here on our pre-show. It's going to be an incredible weekend. Make sure you stay tuned to all of our Pokemon streams.
Okay, 30
DZ,
seconds.
TCG, Unite, and Go. The 2025 Battle on the Bayou begins now.
Oh! 30, 29, 28, 27, 46, 45, 44, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It officially started.
Welcome to New Orleans, y'all! A city where music haunts the alleys, colors dance through the streets, and joy itself hangs thick in the air. We are awakening the spirit of Mardi Gras Day, y'all. We are showcasing old traditions as the city bursts into full celebration. We call it Fat Tuesday, y'all. Fat Tuesday. Yeah, a day born in revelry, crowned in rhythm. Oh, it's much more than a party. Oh, yeah. No. It is tradition. It is pride. It is the very heartbeat of the Big Easy. And today we are going to honor that heartbeat, its majesty, its music, its masquerade, as we take you on a journey through some